I have stuff everywhere, y'all. I got a lot going on today. A good day, a wonderful day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I am just so grateful for this day. I have been having a very fun day. Rejuvenated, still, trying to recuperate. And by faith, I am healed. By faith, I am healed. Hallelujah. For we are overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the words of our testimony. We overcome him. That's the way we overcome the enemy. So I have another testimony. And this is what I want to share with you all. For any of you who come on here new, I am the author Twila Andrews of The Nature of the Mind of Christ. This is my book. And it was originally The Mind of the Spirit. But this company, they went to, oh, that's where that, I was wondering where this picture went on to, and they made, that's me, that is me. So then, this book here, A Time Called Now, my autobiography, I have some good news about this book. I have some real good news about this book. Y'all see how they be messing up your pictures, though, on books? Look at it. You see the difference in the picture? Look how they do stuff. You see the difference in pictures? Like how they be messing your pictures up? It's a good picture, but that is not my complexion. It's just crazy. But yeah, so this book is a different color now. And I'll share it to you all again. All you have to do, change to only while using, always allow. I don't know they be asking these questions. You don't know what you putting on your phone, allowing stuff. Because I'm a scary cat in strange territory. I always let them follow me because I don't know where I'm at. I never know where I'm at when I drive. Never. Even when I was doing semi-trucks, I didn't know where I was driving. So this book right here, A Time Called Now, my autobiography, is this color online now. It looks like this. So when you look for it, if you want to support me, and I'm getting ready to have that picture on the back of that book, which I'm getting ready to order some more of these books today. So I am going to be doing a lesson and a message later on. I'm getting ready to work 16 hours today. So hopefully I'm going to be able to bring this message. I'm, working 16 hours. And this message is about, I'm doing some deliveries today for the holiday that a lot of people celebrate called Valentine's Day. I'm doing some deliveries. And what I want to share with you ladies is that even if a man doesn't celebrate holidays, even if he doesn't, he could say, okay, just from the thoughtfulness of my heart, just from the love or the care or how I feel about this person, or just out of the blue, I don't celebrate the holidays. This is for women who have men that do celebrate holidays and for men who don't. This is also for men who know women that they are maybe in a relationship with, or vetting or trying to get to know, and she may celebrate holidays and she may not celebrate holidays. This is to every human being that has been in a relationship, desires to be in a relationship, or is in a relationship, that's married, not married, divorced, divorcees, widowers. This is for people, and I want to share something with you. This is my first time doing this kind of work. And I did it because, y'all, today there's no school. And what I'm finding is if a man is thinking about you, he knows how to go online and do everything else online. He can go online to whatever city you live in and go to edible arrangements. He could go to Amazon. By listening to you, he knows where you shop. Wherever you shop, whether you shop at Saks Fifth Avenue, Nordstrom's, Macy's, JCPenney's, Kohl's, Belch, and all other stores. There are stores, because I've driven 38 states. So whatever state you in, if you're in the country, out of the country, if that man cares about you, it doesn't have to be a holiday suggestion. That if a man cares about you, I did my first set of deliveries. It took 1 hour and 20 minutes because the last delivery, the last All three deliveries touched me. It was my first three. And I first delivered to a credit union. Shalom to you. A gentleman sent an edible to his, I don't know if it's his wife or significant other, but he sent an edible. She was in there. Shalom to you. Shalom. And so I'm not here to talk about what I look like. So we gonna stop that. We not here for me. I don't need you to tell me that. I'm almost 60 years old. I know I've been knowing what I look like since I was 12. I'm not here for that. I'm here to teach a lesson and a message. I don't need to be complimented. That distracts me. I know what I look like. You know what you look like when you get to third grade, because they're gonna tell you if you ugly or not. So not interested in that. I'm here to teach a lesson and a message. If you're not here for that, this is not the channel for you. So I dropped off her gift at a credit union, and she had two clients in there, and I was able to walk in there and hand her her gift, and she was very touched, and she was like, thank you. And then that touched me. I got a little emotional just thinking about how this man thought about her enough to send her a gift to her job, because she's probably not going to be at work tomorrow. You know, letting her know he's already setting the mood for tomorrow. Then the next gift was to another gentleman, and it didn't have the person's name. It had from that person, let's say from Tom to Tom, or from John to John. So I'm like, that's confusing, because it should be a different name. On the front of it, it tells you the person you delivering it to. On the back, it tells you the person that is coming from, the recipient. So when you get there, you call a recipient and say, I'm getting ready to deliver your gift to your significant other. So it had from John to John, but it wasn't that. That's not the real name. So when I got there, I said, I don't know. It said from John to John. And he was like, that's me. That's for my girlfriend. And what he did was he didn't have time to come down there to get the gift, but he had the company bring it to him. So when he see her later on this evening, he'll present the gift to her. He's probably going to go to her house because she's at work now. And maybe he can't come to her because maybe she works maybe she's a cop or work at the jail cells or work somewhere at a closing facility. Maybe he can't get to her for whatever the reason is. He's probably going to do a candlelight dinner or whatever. So that touched me. Then this third one really touched me. I went to the young lady's house to deliver. She had cameras everywhere. She reminded me of me. I'm a camera fanatic. I'm a camera fanatic. I keep cameras in my car, cameras in my place. I can see cameras when I'm out the country. I love cameras to watch people. I'm a watcher. I'm a people watcher. Been like this all my life. I should have been an FBI agent. I should have been an investigator. But anyway, I'm a writer and I still investigate. So I delivered it to her. I rung the doorbell. She had the little ring on there, and I rung it again, and it was kind of glitching on me. And I'm like, dang, she's not answering. The lady's not here. What do I do next? This is my third, and I should have been finished in an hour because each one was, different ways. So it said, ring the doorbell again. So I'm like, when I have my doorbell on, normally you can talk, but the person's not saying anything. So I had to call the recipient and tell him, I had to call him 4 times because he was at work and he couldn't answer the phone. Then I text him. And so he finally called back and he said, well, can you just leave it at the door? I said, no, everything's going to melt. The chocolate's going to melt. And then he was like, well, can you deliver it to her job? And this was very touching. This man loved and cared for this woman so much that he asked me to bring it to her job. And I was very grateful to do that. So I went on and took it to her job. And she was like thanking me. She was like, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. She was like, I said, you got a good man. She's like, yeah, he is. He's good. He's always thoughtful. He's always considerate. I told him not to do it, but he did it. And see, that's what women shouldn't do. Tell men not to do stuff. If a man wants to give you a gift, let him give you the gift. Let him show you his affection. So she thanked me for it. He called me to see was I there. And that was really touching. I said all that to say, I have a lesson and a message to teach. I have a lesson and a message to teach. I'm going to come back with scriptures and everything. I'm working right now, and I'm going to be working all day. So I probably won't have time to do the message. It's going to be heavy, and it's going to be in my book. But if a man really wants you, a man really cares for you, a man really has you in his mind, it don't have to be on a holiday for him to care for you. He can, as long as he got your address, your P.O. box, your home address, your work address, he can send you something thoughtful to let you know I care for you and I'm thinking about you. I have you on my mind. You have a woman's P.O. box. You have a woman's home address. You have a woman's job address. And most men, if they are pursuing you, they know where you work. They know your P.O. box. They know your home address. And if they really care for you, it doesn't have to be a holiday. They will send something to you. Sit up here and making up excuses, you know, all words and no actions is not for me. That's not how it goes. It's not how it's supposed to go. I am so grateful to Yah for the opportunity to rewrite a book I had already written in the way that he wants me to write it. Because for him to take a 600-page book that I had already written in 2010 and cause it to wipe out of my computer database, and also I lose the what is it? The drive. The drive. I can't think of it right now. USB drive is definitely him telling me this is not what I want you to write. And so that was a quick lesson learned in a long period of time, 10, 15, 20, 25. So here we are 16 years later, and I just got the closure on why he made me wait so long. Why he made me wait. I didn't understand it at first. I kept saying, I'm going to write this book. I'm going to write this book. And people were laughing at me about my first book. When I was writing my first book, they said, you've been saying you've been writing book for 15 years. You've been saying you're going to write a book. And when the first book came out, they were like, oh, you did it. You finally did it. They was like, you finally wrote the book. You finally wrote the book. And now I'm on my 4th and 5th book. So people know, once you do the first one, the other ones just come out automatically. So I'm on my way back to pick up some more items to deliver to. And these are men. Now, I haven't gotten any women on the phone that have delivered to their significant other. I'm touched. I had to keep the tears back thinking about God speaking to me that when a man really cares for you, he cares. He's kind. He's gentle. He's generous. He wants to show his affection because he might not be able to get to you. He might be shy. He might be the type that, don't want to be hurt, but he still can send you something you like. You say you like roses. I love roses. They have unforgettable roses that last for a lifetime. He can look that up, send you some roses. They literally never die. I forgot what they cover them with, but he could send you some roses. He could send you a nice blouse. He could send you a nice negligee. He could send you a pair of Uggs. He know you like Uggs. He send you, say, oh, I want a pair of Uggs. He could send you that to your house. He not being materialistic. If you are a good woman, he's vetting you, who really care for you, he likes you, he may love you, but he doesn't want to tell you verbally he loves you, but he want to show you that he care. He can send you something if he really, really want to show you how he feel. And it really, is amazing what a man will do when he really likes you, when he really cares for you, when he really, don't want to be hurt, but he wants to show some type of, keeping you on his mind. And it's bad that, people run people away for no apparent reason other than they're afraid that they're going to leave them anyway. That's bad. That's something that God is not the author of fear, the power, love, and a sound mind. And the major issue with that is that you meet people that you want that don't want you, and then you end up staying when you should have left. You stayed too long, you got your feelings hurt. Stop chasing after people that don't want you. Stop chasing. That's the simple. But some people don't learn the lessons. Most parents don't teach their kids that. I've taught my sons that. I was very adamant about don't chase a woman that don't want you. Don't chase a woman, I don't care what age. I taught them that before they was even sexually active. Don't chase a woman that don't want you. Don't chase a young lady that don't want you. Don't chase a young lady that don't respect you. Don't chase a young lady that don't honor you. Don't chase a young lady that's materialistic. She's gonna bankrupt you. If she's materialistic, she's gonna bankrupt you. You might have money. You might not have saved your money. Buy a house. Buy a nice, decent car. Don't chase a woman that wants to top of the line everything. Everything got to be a certain amount of money. That's not. I stayed on my sons. I stayed on them. And they know. I even went as far as don't date a woman that hair don't grow out of her head. I know how to do hair. That's different. But if she's, real, materialistic about her hair and, nails, and she don't know how to do her nails, make sure she know how to do hair and, stuff that if times got hard, she's able to, help you. She's able to help you because my old landlord in Maryland, his wife didn't have to work when he met her. Shalom to you. Shalom, how are you? Thank you. So my landlord, he's oh my gosh, he's 60. I think he's 72 now, 68 to 70. I think he's 72 now. And his wife didn't have to work. He was a Navy. I think he did 25 to 35 years in the Navy. His wife never had to work. And she didn't have to work for the first probably 20 years of their marriage. He fell on some hard times. I don't know what happened. I think somebody moved out of one of his houses. So that set them back. The house might have been $1,500 a month. So all he asked his wife to do, welcome, Shelly, shalom, is all he asked her to do is, welcome, Bryce. Thank you. I said hello, Bryce, and thank you. All he asked his wife to do is, this is all he asked her to do. I need you to take a job for a little while, not that long. I don't know how long, until I bounce back from this loss. You know what that ghetto ratchet woman said? Ghetto ratchet. Now, mind you, he's 72 years old now. That ghetto ratchet woman with her ungrateful behind said, I'm not going to work. When I met you, you was taking care of me. When I met you, I didn't have to work. So figure it out. Figure it out. I'm not going to work. And I said, no, she did not. If I met a man and he was willing to, take care of me, and he told me you could work if you want to, but you don't have to. If you want to work to get, buy you some extra things or whatever, you don't have to. And then anywhere in the relationship, he asked me to, baby, I need you to go to work for a little while. I don't know how long, because right now, the person not only moved out the house, they damaged the house. We had to take him to court, evict him, and so we just need to bounce back. Once I finish, then you can quit if that's what you want to do. You just take a little job, just a little extra money to make up the difference until I bounce back from this. I would not do that to a man. But let me tell you what happened. She got nasty because he was struggling. He had to do it all on his own. She started having sex with him. She put the man in another bedroom. And, that man almost hit me. He wasn't going to even stop. He didn't even stop at the stop sign. What is wrong with you? He literally did not stop at the stop sign. Hold on. I got something to take care of. Okay, I backed him off for me by 50 feet. He got a Tonka truck. I backed him off for me. I couldn't let y'all see what I said to him. It wasn't nothing bad, but I let him see who was in his car. He didn't stop at the stop sign. I'm in a regular shopping center. And he just rolled through the stop sign in a Tonka truck. I used to have a Tonka truck, and I had two of them. And he stayed on my tail, so I had to mute you all to have a conversation with him through my rearview mirror and backed him off of me. Who does that? What's wrong with these people? I am not to be reckoned with. I'm going to tell you right now. With the Holy Spirit, with speaking in tongues, with fasting and praying and working hard, you're not going to just bully me because you in a Tonka toy truck. What you're going to get is a 911 call, and you're going to be calling trying to get away from me, because you're not going to bully me because you got a Tonka truck. And I saw his face. I know exactly what he looked like. You're not going to, he all on my tail, didn't stop at the stop sign. What is wrong with people? Little boy, and he was about 23 years old. And I ain't going to say, that's crazy. What's wrong with people? Liz, I don't play that. Oh, Shelly. Oh, you want to know what I said? Do y'all want to know what I said? Listen, you can't be. What is ha ha ha? Did you speak to the room? You don't come on my channel with a ha ha ha. That you'll get blocked. Shelly, you want me to make you a moderator so you can block these people since you on here more than the other ladies that's my moderator? Because some of these people need to be blocked when I'm on. Would you like to be a moderator? I never thought to ask you, Shelly. Shelly, you want to be a moderator? Yeah, thank you. Okay. You okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make you a moderator because some of the stuff I don't need to read. I don't need to read. I don't even need to read it. I don't have the energy to be reading. So what I'm going to come back with is this lesson on enlightenment. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's an enlightenment message that I'm getting ready to teach on about men. Okay. It's okay because they come and go. It's okay. But sometimes it's some of the stuff I shouldn't even have to read. It's just, you see something don't sound right, you know, you've been following me for a while, you know my spirit, block them. Don't even question who are you. Like what I like about Ashton, the little California girl, is she'll go and Google their page and she'll be like, you don't even have nobody on your page. Like one lady came on making fun of me because I was washing at the laundromat. I was singing my song. Was you on there that day? I was singing my song. I am happy. I am grateful. I am thankful. And I am blessed. I am happy. I am grateful. I am thankful. And I am blessed. Come on now. You ought to be happy. You ought to be grateful. Yes, Lord. You ought to be thankful. Because you are blessed. Yes, you are. You ought to be happy. You ought to be grateful. You ought to be thankful. Because you are blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed. One thing about me, I don't do a lot of reading either. If you write me more than one line, you're going to get blocked. I don't read a lot. You're going to learn my spirit. You're going to learn my spirit. I am grateful. I am thankful. I already said I accept your apology, so you don't have to keep on going over the same thing because you distract the flow of the anointing. And I am blessed. I am grateful. I am thankful. Hallelujah. I am happy. And I am blessed. You ought to be thankful. You ought to be grateful. You ought to be happy. Because you are blessed. We are grateful. We are thankful. We are happy. Because we are blessed. Some people didn't wake up in the midnight hour. Some people had a car accident when they was on their way to work. Some people died in a car accident. Some people died some kind of way, some sickness, some disease. Some people are in the hospital with tubes down their throat. Some people got loved ones that are vegetable. Some people are dying of something. We got so much to be thankful for. So much to be grateful for. So much to be happy about. And so much to be mindful that we are blessed. Some family member right now is going through, been rushed to the emergency room for something unknown, sickness, disease, harm, something. Baby passed away. Somebody had a stillborn baby in their stomach. Yeah. It's so much to be happy about. Somebody don't have nobody to call on but Jesus, but Yeshua HaMashiach. Somebody don't know how they gonna make ends meet today. Somebody don't know. They just got fired off their job, and somebody getting ready to get fired off their job. Somebody lost their car. Car got repossessed. Somebody don't have a car. Somebody's homeless. Somebody's on Skid Row. It's from state to state, from city to city, from country to country. You got countries being blown up. Daughters and children and mothers and family being killed by ICE. So much going on. Somebody lost their mind. Somebody is literally out of their mind just from somebody leaving them walking away. We got so much to be grateful for. We have so much to be thankful for. We have so much to be happy for. We should not be complaining about nothing, for this is the day that the Lord has made, and we should rejoice and be glad in it. because he made a way out of no way. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, you know, look for things to happen, but you're either getting ready to go through something, you either in something, or you either coming out of something. That's the life cycle. You either getting ready to go through something, you in something, or you either coming out of it. Or you either in something that God released you for and you still won't let it go. That's a psychological misconception in a jail mindset that you ain't even got to be in prison. Just in your mind. I was just talking to the young lady at the bank where I delivered the edibles to, and she said, I just broke up with my man because he was emotionally abusive. Emotionally abusive, a lot of men don't know, that's not calling, not texting, not communicating, running off, you know, a good woman, when all you got to do is send her something in the mail. You might not want to call or text. Send her something to her P.O. box. Send her something to her address. Send her something to her job. Find out where she's at for the day and send her something. And watch God move on your behalf. You know, a lot of men have been hurt. A lot of women have been hurt, and they block people out. So I'm going to dedicate a chapter to hurt people. And I'm going to get off of here because the man that I'm working for is on the truck. And I'm going to dedicate a chapter because I just found this out this morning. And it's dealing with don't get attached. Men and women who don't get attached. And they're called a dismissive, avoidant attachment style. And I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down from what it means, and then I'm going to break it down scripturally. Because all of it's demonic. Anything that's negative, that's dark, that's causing trauma, havoc, causing emotional pain, causing you to cry, causing you to change once you meet the person, it makes you oppressed and depressed, is demonic. Anything that's oppressive, depressive, rejection, making you feel, that's the spirit on that person, which is demonic because they've been rejected, they've been abandoned, they've been left, they've been treated bad. So they transferring that spirit on you. And God is not the author of confusion. Yah is not the author of confusion, but power, love, and a sound mind. You may go into the situation not knowing. You may go into the not the relationship, because it's not a relationship. You going into an experience. You getting ready to have an experience when you dealing with somebody that has different styles of avoidant attachment styles. There's various styles, and I didn't even know nothing about this. That's why y'all didn't have me write that book, because I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know anything about ghosting, none of that. And I had to take some time, and I didn't even know that y'all was sending me into a situation to let me experience this hands-on. Even though I did and do love the person, even though I care for them deeply, it is nothing they could do or tell me that would change that. Nothing. However, when you deal with a person that has an avoidant attachment style, you best to go on with your life, my sisters and brothers. Ain't no sense in if they gonna call me. Are they ever gonna come back? Are they thinking about me? Do they miss me? You gonna have to go on with your life. You have to go on with your life. I declare and decree, if there's anybody that's dealt with somebody that has ghosted them, has abandoned them, that's ignored them, that's avoided them, that's demonic. The devil is in them. They don't even know. And the devil is telling them, don't call him no more. Don't answer the phone no more. Don't respond to their text no more. Don't get attached. Don't get involved. Don't let your emotions get attached. If they are acting like they don't want to get attached, they got a detached behavior, that is demonic. They've been broken down. They've been hurt at a young age, and they're traumatized. People get traumatized and stuck where they got hurt. Whether they was 10, 15, 12, 20, 25. And then they carry that into the next relationship. Somebody else abandoned them, do them wrong. Because they might not know how to court right, talk right, treat you right. But God has a way of sending anointed people to people that are hurt. If they don't go to church, he will send the body to them to help them. I shouldn't be on here because I got to work. So I need to get off here because I've been going for almost 2 hours, and I'm missing money. I have an apartment to get into, and I have to get off. Yeah, it's in the sun this way, but I know Yeah, I would have to hold the camera because the stand is right here. It's not gonna be it ain't even gonna be able to be fixed unless I sit back, scoot all the way back. But it ain't even about seeing me. If you can hear me, the scriptures say, "He or she that has ear, let him or her hear what the Spirit is saying to the church." It's not even about seeing me physically. It's about hearing. Have an ear to hear. Come up in the spirit. When people have been hurt, rejected by a man, a young boy, been rejected by a young girl. Somebody saying, I don't date people your height. I don't normally date people your complexion. You normally not my type. That's a person you shouldn't even mess with. You don't even give them the time of day. I had a guy tell me, "Oh yeah, I was seeing this mixed girl." He said I was dating this girl that was mixed. She was mixed Chinese and black. Now listen to this. This is when he first met me. He liked the way I look. I'm a nice looking woman. I'm aware that I've been knowing this since I was 5. I'm almost 60. I'm not arrogant. I just know what I look like. And after we went to the movies, this was when I was in Texas. He gonna tell me, "Oh, I was seeing this woman before you." And I'm just looking at him like, this is an idiot. This is a fool. It is, because you shouldn't be telling me about the woman before you. You ain't even known me that long. He said, and her hair was down to her butt. Her hair was all the way down to her butt, down here. And she was mixed Chinese. I said, and so I looked at him, I said, well, my hair don't grow that long. So obviously I'm not his type. Obviously, I'm not his type. The only way you're going to get my hair that long is it's going to be a weave. And I'm not weaving my hair down to my butt to suffice an appetite. You got an appetite that I can't fulfill. So when people got these strange appetites they got a foot fetish, a hand fetish, a hair fetish, a complexion fetish, a lip fetish, a breast fetish, a butt fetish, a petite fetish, and you not fitting the type, you need to get rid of them immediately. Immediately. I had a guy tell me when I was 40, I thought you was lighter than that. He told me, I thought you was, this boy weighed 400 pounds. 400 pounds. And he had the nerves when he met me in person to say, "Oh, I thought you was lighter than that. You look lighter than that on your pictures." I could have said, and I could have, Shelly, I could have, listeners, I could have said, "I thought you was 275 pounds smaller than that with your big fat behind. You fat. You a big fat gorilla." I could have went off on a man. I didn't go, and I was smaller than this. When I was 40, I was like 140 pounds. I was wearing a size 6. And he gonna look in my face and say, "Oh, I thought you was lighter than that." Shelly, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for reading. Yes, we have ears to hear. There can be bad connection at times, but it's best to listen. I could have really gave him a run for his money. You gotta remember, I got 11 brothers. You know how they talk to women. I know how a man can shoot a woman down. Oh, do I know? Oh, shalom to you. This is the second time that he came on here, Shelly. This is the second time he came on here, Shelly. You got to think about that. It's your call. The first time he came, he retracted. Now he came back again, and then everything is in capital letters. So have you looked at his page? See, because this is stuff I don't have time for. You understand me? So I have to get off because I'm missing money, but I wanted to come on you all live so I could let y'all know I will be coming back. It may be late. Now, mind you, in the daytime, I feel wonderful because the sun is out. But at the nighttime, I'm going to be, taking something like this. Hold on, y'all. I'm taking this to get to sleep. Not this. I'm taking this. But I'm also taking something to put me to sleep. So, I don't know. It depends on how I feel because I got to deliver in the night hours. I have to deliver in the night. Yeah, I told you, Shelly. You wouldn't listen to me, Shelly. Shelly, you got to... Shelly, that's your first experience. Somebody like that, you got to block him, Shelly. You see how he came back? I knew he had a spirit on him. Those kind of people that I said he came back twice. If I say something like that, he came back and he said, "I'm new here." Then he retracted it. And then he waited another 5 minutes. And then he put in all capital letters, "Hi, I'm new here." He wanted attention. And then he comes back with that. So them the kind of people, I know you said you do your best, but that's just an example. I didn't need that to read that. So I'm not a fussy person. I'm just saying, if they come back with any kind of foolery, and you see that they came back 1 or 2 times. Oh, no, Shelly. No, Shelly. He got blocked. No, Shelly. No. No, Shelly. He gets blocked. Did you? No. That's a no. Are you might be a little, we don't, that would not, Shelly. He's gone, Shelly. He's gone. I blocked him. You once you use disrespect, you don't get another chance. I'm not going to sit here and babysit a child. Sometimes people are child. Sometimes they're bots. Sometimes they're clowns. Yeah, just block them. Just block them. Don't even try to patronize them because they come in here with demonic activity. Everybody not here to be supportive. Some people here to cause friction. Some people here to cause havoc, hell, and chaos. So just block them. Just let them go on. It ain't no big thing because you're not going to be cussing on my page. You can foul language. You're disrespecting my viewers. You just not, and you're not definitely going to disrespect me. So I blocked him. And I'm not fussing at you. Not like that. But let me get off of here, Shelly, because I'm missing money and I'm here to make a quota. Now I'm about 2 hours. Yeah, you just got to on planet. Yeah, you got to block them because see, they want to bring another nature out of you. You know, they want to bring another nature out of you. You're not going to get that on. You're not going to get me on my live saying stuff and people be like, oh, she got books out. Oh, she got a book out called The Mind of the Spirit, but look how she talking to people. You know, somebody coming to tell me, oh, you angry? That's a demonic spirit. Ain't nothing angry about me. You've been following me. You know, I'm direct and I'm firm. And if you can't take direct and firm, if you don't have no backbone, then this ain't the channel for them. They can go find somebody else. They can go somewhere. See how he done took up 3 minutes of y'all time. Look at that. You see that on Planet Fly? See this Negro, whoever this invisible person was, and I don't think Shelly heard me say, go on the person's page and see if they real. If they have nothing on their page, block them. That's what Austin does. That's this person is trying to get out. Let me back up. I ain't gonna run into my car. I'm glad I stayed in the car now. Let me back up. Let me back up because they can't get out. I'm glad I stayed because they're trying to get out. That's what see one what is she called? Her real name is Austin because I met her in person. But California girl that I met in person, she goes on their page. She Googles their name. She goes to YouTube and see if the person's real. And then she'll come back and say, you're not real. You're not a real person. You don't have nothing on your page. And then she block them. Or sometimes she just blocks them. You ain't got time to be patronizing demonic spirits, spirits of confusion, spirits of hate. They really hateful, but then they want to throw it back on you because they don't have no life or they're a troll. You don't have the energy to be trying to analyze all these spirits, especially with the Holy Spirit is moving, especially if the Holy Spirit is moving. Hallelujah. You ain't even got time to be trying to, can you please be nice? Can you please not say that? Can you get off my channel? But I'm coming back later on to do a live on to be enlightened. To be enlightened. I'm getting ready to enlighten y'all. But I'm still not feeling well, but the sun makes me feel okay. My eye was running last night. It kept running out of this eye, water, and then my nose area. But I know this evening when I continue to work that when it get cool, you know, I'm gonna have to change my clothes and put on some sweatpants and stuff. So the guy that I'm working for, he probably wondering why I'm still sitting in the car. But yeah, Shelly, you know, you got it now. You get it. You got it. But yeah, people that are avoidance, of course they've been hurt. We know they've been hurt. Okay, I get it now. I understand. I went through the experience so I could understand. I didn't understand. I was oblivious, completely and totally oblivious towards being. This sun is bright, y'all. I'm sorry. I was oblivious towards. I didn't know what that word did. Boy, this is a bad way I am. But I have to go. I have to go out that way. I have to go out that way. That's why I backed in. I have to go out that way. That's why I backed in. So the sun is up there. You see it right there? And it's beaming down. That's why y'all could barely see me. Let me see. There it is. I put that down. That helped. But yeah, so it's something I'm telling you. An avoidant, you have to know the traits the traits. It deals with psychology, and it deals with demonic activity. You have to understand the science of the neurons and how the mind works. If you a little kid, you a little girl, and somebody rejects you. Okay, when I was a little girl, I was in middle school, and this guy liked me. I remember I was in middle school, this guy liked me. And I learned a quick lesson. He had just started going to the school. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So he liked me. He came from a well-to-do family. I came from a well-to-do family. He had a mom and a dad in the home. I had a mom and a dad in the home. And even though my home was all reckless and crazy and chaotic, you know, I knew that I was going to be doing something for people to help people. I knew that at a little age. So he bought me a nice 14-karat gold chain with a heart on it or love on it or something. So I took the gift because I love gifts. I like gifts. I ain't going to turn down no gifts. So my love language is all the love languages. So what happened was I found out that he was seeing three other girls at the school. When I found out he was seeing, and now I'm in middle school, I found out it was three other girls he was seeing in the school. I took that little boy behind the building, and I said, you know what? You are a liar. I didn't forget this. And I haven't brought this story up since it happened. This is the first time I ever shared this. I brought him behind the building. I was about to beat him up. I was about to beat the boy up. I'm telling y'all, I was about to beat the boy up, but I got a hold of myself. I was only in a middle school then. And instead of beating him up, instead of socking him in his mouth and tripping him and putting my foot on his neck, back then, I knew that I had self-control over being angry then. I'm being honest with you. So instead of doing all that in middle school, I snatched off the chain that he bought me and throwed it in the bushes and said, don't never speak to me again because you are an unfaithful liar. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, little boy. Never forgot that. Now, this is the first time I ever told this story. Now, I have control. I come off as aggressive. I come off but I'm very straightforward. I am direct, and I'm to the point. And that's because I have 11 brothers. All of them was military, except for 2 of them. My father was military, so it's in me. But I'm a very giving kind. Ask Ashton. She'll tell y'all she don't act the way or come off like that in person. You will see, dang, she got a gentle spirit. And I was born shy and timid. You won't get that online, of course. Why would I show you that? You don't need to see that. But I'm going to go back to what I was saying. Avoidance, if they don't get healed, they're dangerous. If an avoidant doesn't get healed, they're dangerous. They are going to eventually abandon you, ghost you, stop calling you, stop texting you, because they deal with an experience that you think you get going towards a relationship as an attachment, a detachment. They have a detachment nature. So you think you're getting ready to get close to somebody that has no intentions from the jump, from the start, from the gate, from the beginning of getting close to you, but they know how to make you feel or think that you're getting ready to get serious. And they only get serious with certain type of people. And if you're not their type, they're not going to attach to you. They're going to detach from you. They're going to abandon you. They're going to ghost you. You have to know the style of an attachment and detachment styles. So I'm going to go into that, but then I'm going to go, like I said, from the biblical stance, and I'm also going to put it in my new book on relationships. I'm so grateful that I had the experience. Even though you love them, they're going to make you love them. They're going to make you love them. You're going to end up loving them. You're going to end up liking them because you like them. You like them when you let them in. You like what? The outward exterior. You didn't know what the inward exterior was, but I got some steps to go over on how I went through the process, and I didn't even know this was God allowing me to experience this. I didn't even know until the person completely stopped talking to me. Now I get it. I got it. I got this down packed, but I never experienced it. The men that approached me, liked me, loved me, wanted to be around me, spend time with me, took me out to eat. We did things together, and this person was so distant. I was like, I never dealt with this. What is this? And because I write books, I'll keep telling y'all because there's new people coming and going. Because I write books, I'm like a detective. I'm going to, if I have to fly into a place and move, I'm a find out, okay, this was not only an experience to know, wow, you can fall for one of these persons, you can love one of these persons, but the person you love is not the person that you know. The person, the avoidant that you love is not the person you know. The person that you love or loved is not the person you think you know. They ain't even that person. They ain't even that person. They just did it to get whatever it is they wanted out of you. And once they did it, they gone. It don't matter how fine you are. I don't care if you a 10, a 10 plus, a 9, a 8, a 7. It don't have nothing to do. I don't care if you ain't got no stretch marks, no tattoos, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't curse, you got a good job, a good head on your shoulders. They don't care. They gonna ghost you eventually. They're gonna avoid you. They're gonna ignore you eventually. They're gonna stop calling you eventually. They're gonna stop texting you. It doesn't care. Even a woman to man, a man to woman. If a man like a woman and he like the way she look, and he haven't experienced that avoidant lifestyle, she's going to eventually avoid you. She's going to eventually ghost you. She's going to eventually abandon you. She's going to eventually stop texting you, calling you, ignoring you. She's going to do that to you. Both sides do it. So you got to know the lifestyle of an avoidant. It's different styles. And if you don't know, you're going to be sitting here miserable all day today, all day on the 14th, worried about, dang, I just broke up. And they'll break up with you at the worst times. That's why I don't celebrate. That's another reason I don't celebrate holidays, because it makes you think about your loved ones that died. I had a baby that died, brand new baby. He only lived 28 days. So I don't celebrate holidays because, first of all, they're not biblical. Second of all, when holidays come around, that's when people get depressed and oppressed and end up crying, emotional, trying to find something to do with themselves because they don't know what to do with themselves. So I look at things from a different perspective now, because people will be avoidance and you don't even know, what is this entity? What is this spirit? What is this called? What am I dealing with? And you still be dealing with it after you find out about it. Don't deal with it. Get away from them people. Leave them people alone. Leave them alone. You don't have enough power and authority and rank in the spirit to deal with an avoidant, because first of all, you wasn't prayed up when you met them. Second of all, you didn't ask the Holy Spirit, should I let them in my life after they start calling you, after you gave them your number? First of all, you don't have enough scripture on you. If you can't fast a week, if you can't fast 2 weeks, if you can't fast 3 weeks, a month, 40 days, you definitely don't mess with no avoidant, because once they get in your spirit, they hard to get out. But see, I'm seasoned. I've been in this thing for a long time. So I know how to deal with this because I write books. And my book gifting has helped me be able to deal with stuff, even though I don't fast that long. Because I write and been writing for years, I'm able to deal with different entities and different spirits. I understand that once the Holy Spirit opened my eyes. But for 2.5 years, I was dealing with an avoidant spirit. And I didn't even know. I didn't know what it was. I never even heard of it. And the Holy Spirit started dealing with me. And I was like, oh, wow, that's what that is. Okay, I got it now. I get it. I get it and I got it. I get it and I got it. It don't mean that you don't love the person. Don't mean that you're not, what is that? You don't love them unconditionally. You just have to be aware that you was dealing with an avoidant. You have to understand that they trick you. They knew they was an avoidant because they studied it. A person that has been broken, a person that has been hurt, a person that's been neglected, a person that has been rejected, a person that's been traumatized as a child, and then into their teenage years, and then to their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s. More than likely, they done found some books, and I ain't finished. Oh, I'm just getting started. And they done got some books on how to detach, how to not be attached, how to not get my emotions involved. They done studied how to con people out of their panties. How to make a woman get naked so I can get her to go down on me, so I can get her to have sex with me. How do I trick a woman? How do I deceive a woman? How do I con a woman? How do I mirror her behavior, mirror everything she do, mirror the job she have, mirror the career she have, mirror the things she likes. How does a woman make a man come out of his clothes? Get his money. How does she get his money? Mirror him. Make him think she liked it. Oh, I love football. So the woman learns football. Oh, I like skiing. So she learns how to ski. Oh, I like guns. So she started buying guns. Oh, I love guns too. Oh, I like farming. Oh, I love farming too. Next thing you know, the man is gifting her, buying her stuff, doing stuff for her. And she done got this man all caught up. And next thing she know, once she got him where she want him, and he done locked in, now he locked down and locked in, did she ghost him? Did she avoid him? Did she abandon him? Did she stop calling him? Did she stop answering his calls? Did she stop answering his texts? Then he feeling stupid. He's sending they've been together 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And she, whatever year or whatever month, she started avoiding you, men. That's the sign that you're dealing with an avoidant. You're dealing with somebody that's been broken. You're dealing with somebody been hurt. You're dealing with somebody that got pain. And they're bleeding on you. You did nothing to them. They don't trust you and nobody else. They don't trust you and nobody else. They don't trust you or nobody else. And everybody in their past did them wrong. And everybody in their past left them. And everybody in their past played on them. And everybody in their past had a problem with something about them because it's them. But if they got any sense, when God sends them their wife, that man send his wife, or that woman to send her husband, they'll stop being like that and get healed so they can get married and love you and thank God that even in their messiness, he answered their prayer. Even in their treating somebody wrong, he answered their prayers. Even in them not being honest with the person, God still answered the prayer because the person that God sent them loves them unconditional. And no matter what they do, as long as they don't play on you, long as they ain't dipping somewhere else, long as they ain't licking somewhere else, long as they ain't no crackhead, coke smoking, alcoholic, gambling, heavy issues that you can't deal with, womanizer, child molester, you can deal with them. There is some conditions to loving somebody unconditional. That's another one. I am going to do a chapter on there is some conditions and some boundaries on loving someone unconditional. You better have a limit to it. Shalom to you. You better have a limit to it. You better have a limit to loving somebody unconditional. It ain't nothing wrong with it. But you better know how to walk away when they have these issues. You better know what somebody's weaknesses is. You better know if they got an alcoholic. Like it was this man that liked me from Louisiana. He made $3,000 a week, y'all. $3,000 a week. He sent me $300 for a parking ticket I got when I was truck driving. This man kept asking me for sex. So when you gonna give me some? I don't know nothing about this. I ain't used to this neither. When you gonna give me some? When you gonna give me some? Give you what? When you gonna give me some? I'm like, what is he talking about? Because I'm not from that realm. I'm not wore out. What you call that? I don't be jumping in out of beds. That ain't me. I don't have a lot of miles on me. I'm not that kind of, so I'm trying to catch on. What does he talk about? When you gonna give me some? Every time we talk, when you gonna get, and I'm like, give you, well, what is when you gonna give me some? I ain't gonna be able to get it up. By the time you decide to give me, I said, you know what? I got so tired. I think for 3 months he kept asking. I said, I'll tell you what. Now I figured it out because I'm slow. I swear to y'all, I'm slow. I'm very slow when it comes to stuff because I wasn't raised like that. I said, you ain't never get none. This ain't no bought coochie. You can't buy coochie. What is wrong with you? You're not buying coochie from me. What's wrong with you? You gave me $300 to pay a bill. I didn't ask for it. You gave me your credit card number. I never used that man's number again. I was thinking the man was being nice. I didn't know. I'm on the road trucking. I ended up in this state and ended up getting a ticket. And I was like, why didn't you tell me not to park? He drove trucks. I stopped talking to him, one, because he kept asking for sex. Two, he was a heavy gambler. Listen, y'all, he gambled real heavy. Every time I turned around, he at the casino. All I heard was the casino. Ding, 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 ding. I'm thinking, okay, he got a high sex appetite. He's a gambler. He wasn't over his ex-wife that died of cancer. Not his ex-wife, his wife that died of cancer. And her son still lived in the house. Come on, talk to me right there, y'all. Men and women. If a man was seeing a woman and he found out that his wife's deceased husband's son lived in a house at 23 to 30 years old and he didn't work and he didn't press the boy to work, I started thinking about that. One, that's a strike. Two, he kept asking for sex. That was a strike. Three, he was a heavy gambler. That was an exercise because if you gamble, a lot of times you drink. Two, he kept talking about his ex-wife, his dead wife, his deceased wife. That was a problem. And then four, the big major problem was this. Oh, I'm down to earth. His nails was always dirty. His nails was black. Underneath his feet. I know he worked in the oil field, but his nails was always dirty. You know what my friend called him? She said he got yeast infection fingernails. See, this is stuff I get from people. The man had yeast infection fingernails. How you gonna want sex for a woman and every time I see you, your nails is already dirty and gritty? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I was like, oh no. Every time, 3 times I saw him, his nails was dirty and gritty with oil on them. I was like, oh no. So, he was Catholic. I said, you know the Bible when you 63 years old, you don't know no scriptures, and you 63 years old? He knew how to work. He owned a house. Come on, y'all. I was like, oh, not today. He was dark chocolate and handsome, and he was loaded downstairs. I thought he had socks in it down there, but I ain't been down there, but it was sticking out. I'm down to earth. That thing was sticking up. I was like, oh no, he ain't putting that up in me. Even if I was thinking about sinning, which I wasn't, he was working with too much. I needed to call my sister up or one of my best friends for him. When you get 20, 30, 40, 50, you know what works for you. And I was looking, I was like, oh no, I couldn't see no future with him. He had too much. Listen, y'all want him, he's still single. I can go find him for y'all. Y'all can take them 8, 9, and 10 inches and all that girth. I give it to y'all. I don't want to do. I don't want nothing to do with that. Y'all keep that. Y'all ladies, I don't know what y'all got down there. I don't know who busted y'all back open, but I ain't been around the block. I don't care what y'all say. Dang, she really talking like that. I told this story last week. I was in my 40s in Maryland, and the guy was in the military. He was only 5'6". I thought he had 2 pair of socks down there. Now I was 40 now. I'm almost 60, so and he must have busted out. I was like, oh no. Listen, I had a spiritual daughter whose boyfriend was like this. Let's talk about her. Let's take it off of me. He was sending her to the hospital. He was sending her to the hospital. And she was young. He was sending her to the hospital. Once they broke up, she said, I'm so glad we ain't together. Oh, you should have leave that up there. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Leave that up there. Leave it up there. She telling the truth. We having some conversation. Men need to hear this. Listen, every woman don't want all that big stuff. Long and big John Mandingo. Everybody woman don't want that. Woman body ain't made like that. I got a sister. She used to brag about it. I ain't been with many men. Me and my sisters are alike. We don't be jumping around. And she was like, I finally found out why. I'm going to tell y'all the story. This was 2 years ago. I finally found out why my older sister, my middle sister, ain't been with that man. She got some kind of like sideways vagina or something. Happy birthday. Something sideways or something going on with her. And I said, oh, that's why she be bragging about. She said when she has sex, it hurts. Don't no man want no woman like that. You men better find out. If a woman always in pain, something might be wrong with her. You be done married the wrong person. Some people can't handle these conversations, but you got to be honest with people. You got to be honest with people. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. I just started this job. I just started this job. This is for today, y'all, and it's supposed to be for tomorrow. Let me get off this, but this is going to be continued. I ain't finished. I'm just getting started. But an avoidant will sleep with you, have you go down. They'll wait you out. An avoidant will wait you out a year, 2 years. You don't want to have no sex before marriage? An avoidant will wait you out a year and a half, 2 years, 2.5, just to let you go down on them. Say, okay, you don't want to have no sex? Then you could just suck my penis. And then I'm going to leave you anyway. I'm going to avoid you because that's all I wanted from you in the beginning. That's all I wanted from you. That's all I wanted. A male avoidant will wait you out. He will wait you out. He'll have phone sex with you. He'll have you send him naked pictures. I'm telling you the truth. Have a blessed day. Shelly, it's too much for you. Shelly, is it too much for you? Or you just got to go? Which one is it? Which one is it, Shelly? Shelly getting off. You just got to go, Shelly. Okay. Oh, you telling somebody else that. Yeah, so avoiding will wait you out. They will wait you out just to get sex. Whether they say, okay, she don't want to have sex before marriage. Well, I just let her go down on me. Let me see if I can get that out of her. Then they'll ghost you. They'll wait you out 1 year, 1.5, 2 years, 2.5. Yes, they will. And then next thing you know, they'll stop calling you. They'll stop texting you. They'll stop answering your texts. The pictures you used to seeing that used to arouse them, they won't even respond to them no more. So you got to be careful. I ain't nowhere near finished. That's just part 1. I'm going to go back and put part 1 on this. I'm going to bring the scriptures. I'm going to bring the styles of avoidant. I'm going to bring the scriptures. And I do have to go to work. And I appreciate you for that, Shelly. Shalom. I'll be back. Shalom to you all.